Good morning, children. Today we will start new session, chapter 3. The topic is creating a simple website using Composer. In earlier chapters, we discussed how to create web pages using Composer and use JavaScript for interactivity. We have also seen the general consideration while designing a website. Now we will see how to design and develop a small e-commerce website in Composer. Let us create a simple e-commerce website named School Plaza, which caters to the needs of the school going students. On our website, all the school related items like books, stationery, school bags, water bottles, lunchbox, files, folders, and other such related items are available and can be easily ordered. We will also create a shopping cart which will show us all the products and the total amount of the items that we have purchased. Figure 3.1 and 3 shows the look of the home page and shopping cart of the website that we plan to design. Here you can see this is the layout, okay, or we can say home page. Figure 3.1, okay, which websites you are going to create. School Plaza, and second one is there, shopping cart, okay. So now let us learn how to create our website step by step. To start with, we should first design the home page or of our website. The home page of the website is the first page that opens when the user enters the URL address in the address bar of the browser. Home page means first page of any website, that is called home page. Whenever you are opening any website, the first page appears, that is called home page. The home page of our website should list all the categories of the items that are available. Clicking on any of the categories will take us to another web page showing the items of that particular category. To create the website, various designs which are known as templates are freely available on the internet. We can easily download the templates and can customize them as per our needs. Templates means ready-made designs available on the internet. You can download that and you can change the content according your requirement, and you can develop the website. That is called templates. Means designs, colors, format, everything is ready, just you have to type the content. To start with the designing of home page, open Composer and create a new web page. To organize all the content and the image related to the theme, we will insert a table with single cell as shown in the figure 3.3. First, we will insert one table which contain single cell as shown in the figure. The table will contain all the text and images related to the website. To insert to the table, go to insert menu, then table option. Select single cell table and press OK button. So to insert table, you can click on the insert menu, then table, then press OK. Select one cell and then press OK button. Here it is given OK button. Save the web page with a suitable title. The title will be displayed on the title bar of the web browser. Whatever title you will give, it will appear when you open the website. It will appear on the title bar. Title bar means the bar at the top of the window, that is called title bar. Here we have given the title as School Plaza. save the file with the name index.html. Generally, whenever we create the home page of the website, it is named as index.html. Always home page means first page, always the name is given index.html. Every website is built inside directories on a web server, and each web page is a separate file on that web server. Whenever the user type the URL of the website in the browser, say for example www.schoolplaza.com, he or she does not specify the file to be opened, but the web server need a default file name in order to display some content. This default file is the page named index.html. Thus, when we type a URL without the file name, the server look for the default file and display it automatically. Okay, whenever you are typing any URL or website address, so generally web browser will find out the default file. Default file means index.html, and it will show on the screen. Now we will give a background color to the inserted table. Select the table and double click it. Alternatively, we can also right click the table and select table cell properties. This will open the table properties dialog box as shown figure 3.4. Okay, so when you double click on the table properties, table, then table properties dialog box will appear. Here you can see two tabs are there, table and cell. You can see two tabs, table and cells, which allows user to control several aspects of either the table or individual cell. Means if you want to change the properties of the table, then select the table tab, and if you want to apply the effects or change the properties of the cell, you can select the cell. Then according that it will appear here the options. You can see the cells related to a particular table. The options seen in the tables are, first option is the size. You can see here size, border and shading. Size, it shows the number of rows, columns and height and width of the table. Height and width can be specified in pixels or percentage of the window. So here row and column, number of row and number of columns are there. Here it is showing height and width. Okay, you can apply as a pixel also or according the window. Window means suppose full screen, whole screen you want to use, then you can apply here 100%, okay, of the window. And suppose if you want to use half screen, then you can apply 50%. Means according the percentage of the windows you can apply here the height and width. Borders and spacing. It shows the border option in the case you want to give a border to the table. Spacing is used to specify gap between cells. Padding gives a gap between the edge of the cell and the text within it. So here border means, if you want to apply the border, you can apply by using the border option. Spacing means between two cells, what space is there, that it will specify in the spacing option. Padding, now what content you type, so between the content and the edge of the cell means the border of the cell, in between whatever gap is there, that you want to specify, so you can use the padding option. Already these all are the options already we have done when we are using the HTML in table, cell padding and cell spacing. These were the attributes of the table tag. Table alignment, to align the table as left, center or right. So this also again one table alignment is the attributes, and here left, center or right, these are the values. Means you can align the table where it will appear on the screen, either left hand side, right hand side or center of the page. Caption, used to give caption to a table if required. Caption means we can give one kind of title also. You can say if you want to apply, you can write here, you can use the caption option. Now background color, to give a background color to the table, here you can select. Now select a background color of your choice as shown in figure 3.5. Here table background color, okay, dialog box is there. You can choose the color according to your requirement and click OK button to apply the color. Now to display the text, School Plaza, as in shown the figure, okay, how to create, or already that format is given according that, okay, School Plaza, and the related image, we will insert another table with one row and one column. Now again insert one table with one row and two columns. One of the columns will display the text and other displays the image. Now if you want to insert, then again same insert table, okay, select 1 into 2. This is one row but two columns are there. Now press OK button. Give the background color to the table. Now in the left cell we will insert the text and in the right cell the image. To insert the image, click, first you have to select the cell where you want to insert the image, then click on the insert and then image option. Alternatively, you can click the image icon on the toolbar. Directly icon is given on the toolbar, so you can click on it to insert the image. This will open the dialog box as shown in figure 3.7. Here you can see the dialog box. Specify the location of the image. Specify the alternate text in the input box. Otherwise, select the don't use alternate text. Okay. Here it is showing location. Okay. Alternate text. Don't use alternate text. The radio button in case you don't want to give alternate text. Okay. Suppose you don't want to give alternate text, then you can use this option, don't use alternate, otherwise alternate text, and you can write here whatever text will appear when some browsers are not able to display the image. That time what text will be appear, that you can write over here. Giving alternate text will display the text in case the image is not displayed in the browser. Sometimes suppose browser or may some problems are there, so your image will be not displayed. That time some text will be appear in place of the image. So what message or what text should be appear, that you can write here alternate text. So whatever text you will write here in this box, it will appear in place of the image. Note, we have used an image name school1.jpg. Students may design their own image or use any other alternate image of their choice. Here in the example, school1.jpg image is selected or given, but whenever you are doing the practice, you can use any image, whichever your choice. Now select the dimensions tab and select the custom size option. Okay, now in image properties, okay, select the second one is the dimension tab. Okay, so this tab you can select, in that you can see custom size. Okay, and you can change the size because it should be appear like a logo or small icon. Okay, so here you can change the size of the image. As we want to display the image in the whole cell, we will specify the height and the width as 100%. Okay, you can use the 100% of the cell height, so it will appear as the size of the cell according to the cell size. Okay, now you can see the preview. Okay, shows the insert image and the image. Okay, here you can see the preview. This is one cell, School Plaza, and here some text is written. Now here image is there. You can see that it is appears as the 100% of the cell. Now we will insert another table with 2 rows and 2 columns to display the categories and new products in the first row cells. Type the text category and new products Give a suitable color to text by going the format text color figure 3.10. Show the row with the text. Okay, you can see here this one categories and this two columns are there. Okay, in first column categories, second column new products. Okay, from here you can give the format to the text color whatever you want. Okay, you can apply from here. Text in the second row just below the category, here category and this is second row. Here we will insert another table with the single column. So here again click over here and you have to insert the table with single column and multiple rows. How many rows you want to show the menus, we can say. In this table we will insert different categories in each row like school bag, water bottle and others. Give a suitable color to the text. After adding the text you can apply the format or change the colors and everything. Here we have inserted horizontal line to differentiate the categories. To insert a horizontal line, go insert an horizontal line. Also the categories will be linked which takes us to the related page of the selected category. We will make the link on the categories later on. Already these are, we can say, menus are there, so you have to link it, but we will link it afterward. Let us now create table to add the images of the items and the related details in the cell below the new products. Insert the table designing on the items we want to display on the page. Here we have inserted a table with 3 row and 3 column, figure 3.11. So the add tables in the, okay, here see in categories. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6, it is one column and many or multiple rows are there. But here in between, see here horizontal rule are there, means line is added. Here already seen insert horizontal line. So by adding this already line is added, because line sometimes we are using as a separator, so it show the difference between two. Okay, as a showing separate we have added horizontal line. Now here in new products, here I want to display the images. So here we have added insert the table with 3 row and 3 column, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, 3 row and 3 columns are there. Next we will insert another table at the top of the page for the details like about school, plaza, feedback, contact us and site map. Create the table and insert the text. This text will also be a link. So at the top, like a menus it is showing on the top, again we will insert one table. Okay, for about school, plaza, feedback, contacts us and site map. We have designed most of the home page. Whenever we click on any of the categories, the design of the page remains the same, but the images related to the category are changed. Thus we need not create other web pages from scratch, but make multiple copies of our home page which can then be customized as per our need. Now we can say that everywhere the format will remain as it is. Whenever anyone click on the categories, but the format remain as it is. So now no need to create different pages, just you can copy of the home page and you can edit it. Go to save as option and save the file with different names. Okay, so you can copy means in the sense you can use save as option also, so it will create a duplicate copy of current file. We have saved the file as waterbottles.html, schoolbags.html and lunchbox.html. Now when the link is particular category is linked, the corresponding web page will be open. Okay. So from the home page we have saved three different pages. Save as waterbottles.html, another file created schoolbags.html, second file lunchbox.html. Now these files we have to link with the corresponding options. You must have observed that the web pages thus created have the same title as that of the home page. Open the web pages one by one and change the page title by going to format, page title and properties. So you can change the page title by clicking the format and page title properties. Now open the respective web page and put the images as per the category. We will add the images on the home page, and the same way they can be added to the other web pages also. Before inserting image of the items and their details on the home page, let us create link on the different categories. Clicking on a category will be open related web pages. Now how to create a link on the categories? Open the index.html. Your main file is their first file. Open it. To create link, select the text school bags. Okay, so on which text you want to create a link, select that text. Go to the insert option and click on the links. This will open the dialog box as shown in figure 3.12. Okay, this dialog box will open when you click on the insert and link option. Under the link location option, select the file to be opened schoolbags.html, press OK. So we have selected school bag text. So when anyone will click on the school bag, so it should open the schoolbag.html file or web page. So here, okay, which file will be linked, that file name you have to write over here or click on the icon, then you can choose the file also which file will be open when student or anyone will click on this option, and then press OK button. Now let us insert the detail of the new product in the home page. In each cell of the table, we will insert an image of the item, name of the item, price, and add the cart, text box and quantity text box. Insert the image as discussed earlier. You know already how to insert the image. You can insert the image, add the product name and price, write the product name and price. Now insert the checkbox by going to form field. Okay, you can insert the checkbox. How to insert the checkbox, you know, by using the form and field. We will add the HTML attribute ID name b1 to the checkbox, which will be used in JavaScript later on. Okay, here you can use attribute ID and name b1, which we can use in a JavaScript. Add the label add to cart, then insert text box with initial value 1 and ID q1. Add the label quantity. When the user selects add to cart checkbox, the item and its quantity are saved in the shopping cart. Okay, figure 3.13 show the details of the product added. Okay, here you can see add to cart means when user will click over here. Okay, so this option will be added to the cart. Add the images related to the category on the web page that we have created. Rest of the features remains the same. We have not shown the other pages here. Okay, so here already one page it is shown. So according that school bag, water bottles, lunch box, compass box, stationery, files and folder, books, colors. According that you can here create a pages and you can save it. So here how to create a simple web page, here we have completed.